Hey, it's really, really late, you guys. It's like 1:37 a.m. Central Standard Time. I can't sleep. Haven't been on in a while, and just want to come on here and talk about this corona thing that's going on and give whoever's up with me a chance to vent, to talk about it, to put their 2 cents into it, and try to figure out what in the heck deck is going on with this thing. I was gonna wait to do this tomorrow, but I can't sleep. It's my birthday month because my birthday week and my birthday is over with. So I'm still doing a little celebrating. It was my off day, so I went out dancing. I came back in. I can't sleep. And it's just some things I want to talk about this corona. First of all, I want to say hey to my girl, Moms for Baby. Honey, I haven't talked to you. I want you guys to pray for her. I'm not going to tell her business, but she does need our prayers, and we need to wrap our arms around her and just pray her strength in God and her healing. Love you, Moms for Baby. Let's talk about this corona. Someone very close to me, he does a very good job of educating us as to what this thing is, how it possibly started, the very intricate details of how it affects our body and what's going on with it. I'm going to link his video below. He did a video on Abelardo Guerrero's channel, and his name that everybody knows is Mr. G. Mr. G is a young man who followed Dr. Sebi and did a official autobiography of kind of the last few years or less of Dr. Sebi's life. And he has a really good book out called My Journey with Dr. Sebi. But this young man went on his channel and did a great discussion regarding the coronavirus. I encourage you guys to look at it. And then he followed up with it on his Patreon account. And I'm going to link all of that below because he breaks it down. He does a really good job. But one thing that I didn't know about this corona is it starts off as a virus. The virus is called SARS-CoV-2. And when you contract that virus, it can turn to the corona disease. And the name of that disease is COV as in Victor, I as an instrument, D as in David. So COVID-19, because that's when they started seeing this particular disease in humans. And I guess they knew that this virus existed, but they did not know or had never seen it in humans until December 2019 when it started over there in Wuhan, China. So the CDC, and we already give the CDC the side eye, but even themselves are giving this whole pandemic the side eye, and they're launching an investigation because they, per what I read, is looking at this thing like this is really weird that this pandemic has happened in such short time, and all of a sudden we see this virus in humans and we had never seen it before. They're not saying that they did not know this virus existed, but I guess it just wasn't seen in humans, which makes me think that they know it to have been in animals and now it's in humans. But it goes back to that bat soup and all of this other flesh shit that we eat. So I don't know why they're so surprised. As it's, if it was in animals and we're eating animals, of course it's going to hit humans. But there is 125,000 confirmed cases, not people that's been exposed, but actual confirmed cases of this coronavirus. And in knowing now that there's a virus that leads to a disease, I'm not sure if these confirmed cases are the actual corona disease or is it the virus that leads to the disease. So I'm a little lost with that because this is information that I just researched just now and found out. But anyways, there's 125,000 confirmed cases. I'm sorry, not in the United States, but globally. And out of those 125,000 cases, 4,600 deaths has occurred from the contraction of this virus and or disease. And I'm thinking it was like just China and maybe a place here or there, and it started hitting the United States. But a few days ago, we found out Italy did about a 16 million people quarantine. And out of those 4,600 deaths that's being reported globally, Italy has about 1,000 of those by themselves, that people that have died in Italy from this virus and or disease. Here's something interesting that I read. Ohio government is estimating that 100,000 people in the state of Ohio has been infected with the coronavirus. How y'all know that? Did y'all test these people? Like, Trump has just said that he will give a couple of $1 billion or so many millions of dollars to help fight this disease. Is Ohio trying to get some of this government money? Because that's just all of a sudden they're saying 100,000 people are infected with the coronavirus in the state of Ohio. Ohio, y'all got y'all here now. Y'all want some of that money right now. Please don't put that on your citizens if it's not true, because that's a lot in one state all of a sudden. I'm just not, less this news report is not right. Again, I just researched that Ohio is claiming 100,000 of its residents have the coronavirus. Ohio, y'all might be trying to get some of that money. Again, the CDC states that the coronavirus is common. There's a human form of the coronavirus that's common, and however, this COVID-19 is not common. It has never been seen in humans. Again, that makes me think that they have known it to be in animals. And again, just repeating myself and being a little redundant, if we're eating those animals, hi, thank you, I'm not here by myself. Is that Sari Guru? Hello. If this virus or this disease was known to be in animals and we're consuming animals, well, CDC, I'm no rocket scientist. That's how we're getting it. We're consuming this flesh, this living flesh that's infected with this virus and or disease. So we're getting it. We got to stop eating this bull crap. Many states are closing down schools now. I mean, I don't know what to say. I prefer the kids to have a delayed education than to die from something that we could have contained by, keeping them safe and keeping them out of harm's way and keeping them from being exposed. But many states. My girlfriend and I was just out at Swing Out Dancing, and as we walking in, she get a text message. She's an educator, that her school will not resume from spring break on Monday, that they're going to be closed for another weekend, at least until the 23rd of March. So this thing is so real, it's tangible, it's affecting our everyday lives. I want to tell you something, Sari, did I say your name right? Sari, I was at Denny's for a young lady's birthday breakfast the other day. So we were all sitting, at the table. It was her birthday, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and say, "Look at that man at the next table. He had poured syrup, I'm assuming, on some pancakes. And then after he poured the syrup, he licked the spout. He licked the spout. Even if it wasn't a pandemic going on right now with this virus and or disease, who does that? You're not at home, you nasty bastard. You licking the spout of the syrup container. That's just nasty. It's wrong. Hey, honey bunny. Hi. Hi. I'm surprised you're up. I am so surprised you're up. I hope you're feeling good. I just was talking about you. But what I was saying, Moms for Baby, is that I was at a Denny's the other day celebrating a young lady's birthday, and this older gentleman was sitting at the table next to us, and someone tapped me on my shoulder because he had poured syrup, I assumed, on his pancakes. And after he poured the syrup, he licked the spout. he licked the spout. And even if it wasn't a pandemic going on with this coronavirus right now, who does that? You're at a public place. That's just so inconsiderate of everybody else. I don't want your damn germs. You know, I'm encouraging people to 99.9% cook at home right now. Cook at home. Stop eating out. About 3 weeks ago, I had stopped in some fast food restaurant to get me some sweet tea because I love their sweet tea. Where was I at? I think it was Golden Chick or something. I see this girl, so I'm waiting. It was a line. I'm waiting to order my sweet tea, and I see her. She has on gloves, and she's working the drive-through. She's fixing French fries. She's grabbing something out the freezer to dump some onion rings or something. And I see all this. I said, "Excuse me," and she wasn't even cooking my food or making my. I was just in there ordering tea. I said, "You need to change those gloves. You need to change those damn gloves because that's wrong. That's nasty. You're cross-contaminating everything. You're taking the money. You're dropping fries. You're dropping onion rings. You're fixing food. You're handing off receipts." I said, that's just so many contaminations and crossing each other up. That's why if we don't, and I said, we're going to have Corona over here. And Lord and behold, we got it over here. Let me see what you said. I just woke up. I have to go to the bathroom, and it popped up that you were live. Like $1 million. I'm so glad there was not. I would have called that crap. You are totally correct. She should be fired. Yeah. I'm glad I called you up, Mom. I'm glad. But yeah, she tried to, when I was telling her, I said, "Excuse me." And I was trying to be very dignified at first. Thank you, Moms for Baby. I just came out from swing out dancing because it's still my birthday month. So and I couldn't sleep, and I haven't been on in a while, and just all this Corona stuff. I just wanted to talk about it and give you guys a chance to vent, to voice your opinion about it. Is there a big conspiracy going on, or is this really something that happened naturally, or was it purpose to happen? I want to kind of get into that a little bit too. But back to the lady at the fast food restaurant, she was like, what are you talking about? What? I said, you know what I'm talking about. I said, you change those gloves. And I said, every time you do something different, you need to put on another pair of gloves because you're cross-contaminating. You're contaminating people's food. I said, if I ordered food from you right now, I would tell you to throw that shit away and give me my money back. Those people in that drive-through have no idea the contaminated food that you're about to serve them right now. And then other people came out there, and I think she was like the manager or something, because they was looking like, yeah, tell her. And they was trying to show me that they were changing gloves. And it's ridiculous. We got, even if we didn't have this pandemic going on right now, you work in you're supposed to have a food handler. Apparently she missed that course. So again, I encourage people to cook at home right now as much as possible. Cook at home, prepare your own food, because this shit is real out here. It's real. In the last 10 days, this virus and or disease have hit the United States full blast. It has hit us. We have 1,663 confirmed cases as of 5 hours ago. And that's just the cases that are confirmed. What about those people who probably are scared or don't know what's happening to them, who know they've probably been exposed, who haven't went and gotten tested? Another thing I found out, guys, is I think we kind of know who the host person is who brought this disease to the United States. It was this 35-year-old guy who went to Wuhan, China in early January, and he came back to the state of Washington. And on January the 20th, he tested positive for the actual corona on January 20th. So I'm thinking he at least got back to Washington no earlier than the 19th, maybe before then. But I don't know if he was showing symptoms. How many people did he come in contact with? Because, Washington started spreading. We start hearing more and more cases with Washington. And it seems like that they have pinpointed that he is the one who brought the virus to Washington State directly from Wuhan, China, as he had traveled there in early January. You guys know this, Monster Baby. I'm not sure if you know this. The Prime Minister of Canada, his wife has tested positive for the coronavirus on the 12th, which was yesterday because it's after midnight. But yeah, it seemed like this virus doesn't have a respect of person. The only thing I haven't found out, what did you say, Mom? No, it was ugly as Donald Trump. Just kidding. Oh, I see, you've been wearing masks. Cancer drop. Oh, wait a minute. What'd you say, Mom? Honestly, you know that I have been wearing a mask. Yeah, cancer drop in my house and would not leave. I know that this is real, no joke. Stephen King wrote a book called The Stand. He predicted. I didn't see that. I didn't read that book. But Stephen King, he's a heck of a writer about things like this. So it's not surprising that he wrote something that mimics this situation that's going on right now. And I want to get back to Donald Trump, Mantra Baby. You said something about him, and I want to remember to mention something about the speech he did yesterday. But let me get back to the Prime Minister of Canada wife has tested positive for coronavirus. So we do pray her strength and everybody who's infected with this disease. We pray their strength. We pray their healing, peace, love, and light to them, and just ask our higher power to heal them. What I haven't been able to find is any melanated people who has come down with this virus and or disease. Maybe you guys have, or maybe it's just not being reported. I love you right back, Moms for Baby. But I have not seen or heard of any melanated people infected with this disease. I'm not saying that we're immune and we're above this disease or anything like that. I'm just saying it has not been reported that I'm aware of. So if you guys know of anybody, let me know, because I have heard through the grapevine that it won't be as easily contracted by melanated people. So I'm not sure if that's true or it's just assumed or what. So I'm just interested in knowing if any melanated people have come down with this virus yet. Every state in the United States have confirmed cases of the coronavirus, except so far, and this report this is as of about 3 hours ago. There's 3 states with no confirmed cases. That's Alabama, Montana, and West Virginia. So every other state in the United States have confirmed cases of the coronavirus, and about 5 states have deaths related to the coronavirus. Mom, what did you say? 1 Frenchman and 1 Black, his teammate. Okay, thank you for that. Yes, the basketball player. Okay, I didn't know that. She wrote the exact situation in the 90s and describes just what's happening to us right now. Wow, that's interesting. That they say, Mantra Baby, they say a lot of time art imitates life. A lot of things that we see in movies and on TV, and I have a son-in-law, and he is excellent with decoding movies and seeing things in between the lines that us regular folks, especially me, I'm regular, don't see or won't pick up. He's great with decoding movies, and you guys probably know who he is too, but he's a great movie decoder. And actually, in one of his videos that he did about the coronavirus, he mentioned not the movie Outbreak. Oh God, Contagion or Contagious. So I've been trying to watch that movie since he mentioned it. And he was talking about how in that movie, how that epidemic, that virus that went crazy and was killing all these people, how it got started, how the cook was the chef was cutting up a pig and had all his blood over him. And somebody that came into the restaurant wanted to meet the chef, and he came out there and he wiped his hands on his apron, really didn't clean and sanitize, and he shook hands with the young lady who wanted to meet him. And that's how that virus and that illness got started. And he referenced that movie Contagion. And I bring that up because I've been trying to watch it. I have Hulu, I have Netflix, I have Prime, I have Stars, and all of these platforms want me to pay to watch this movie. And this movie is old, like old, and you want $9.99 for this movie. And I'm like, oh, he has single-handedly brought this movie back to life. They need to give him some type of payment or some type of marketing gift for mentioning this movie in his live videos about this corona. And now you guys want to charge for this movie again. But anyways, that's another talk show. Tom Hanks and Tom Hanks' wife, Rita Wilson, have both tested positive for the coronavirus, you guys. Both tested positive for the coronavirus. And again, we do pray that they overcome this virus and be healthy again. Monster Baby, guess what? I don't know if I told you that I have a high school reunion. My 35th reunion is coming up in August, and it's a Carnival cruise in August. The day before yesterday, I get an email and a text from our cruise director, our travel coordinator for our high school reunion cruise, that they're suddenly just willy-nilly out the blue giving out $126 off of our cabin rate. I'm like, wow, this is real. I mean, I was happy, but was bananas about that. I was just telling a coworker, I don't know if I'm going on my high school reunion cruise. And they was like, well, it's not until August. It'll probably be all cleared up and everything will be good by then. But I don't know if you guys know that all these cruise ships and these people are infected with this virus on these ships. And these ships are humongous, like huge. I've never been on a cruise, but just to see them on TV and talk to people who have been on cruises, I don't know if they can clean those cruises to the extent where they need to be cleaned to make sure that they've killed any sign of this virus. So I don't know. I tried to send you the link and what the experts are saying about Stephen King's book, The Stand is Dead On. Okay, send me that link. Send me that link. Again, art imitates life. And really, Mom, that goes back to me thinking, is this something that naturally happened? Did somebody read this book and want to implement this and make this book become our reality as we know it right now? Or is this really a thing of nature? It really happened naturally. This pandemic happened naturally with no outside force or no purpose, spiteful, evil thing that someone did for money. Scary. It's exciting. It's interesting to know that this book was written in the 90s and it has come to existence right now. But is this happening because of that book? Because somebody read that book and they wanted to see this happen? I don't know. I don't like to get into too many conspiracy theories, but this thing moved very fast, very rapid. And I don't know where the end is. Is there end in sight to this? Have we plateaued now? Are we going to start coming off of this? Let me read you guys' comments. That's not true. I tried to send you a link. Okay. I have been on 5 cruises. Is a place. Yeah. Both of those places were. Oh, wow. Okay, MOU Records, Corona mixtape. MOU Records, could you, I mean, I can always go back into the comments and get this, but if you don't mind sending me an email, that would be great. My email address is Edodge Newscast, just how like it's spelled on this channel, at gmail.com. If you can just send me an email, that would be better for me. But if push comes to shove, I'll just come back to this and pull this up. That could be true, what you just theorized. Yeah, it could be true. I hope people are not that evil. Because you're committing some form of genocide. You're gonna take out a whole generation of people. Like this thing was brought to our attention the end of January, but I'm sorry, the end of December 2019, and look where it is. It was kind of a epidemic. Now it's a pandemic. It's global now. Something else I want to talk about. Oh, I told you guys about my high school reunion cruise. How I think my cabin rate was about $900. Now it's $126 cheaper. I don't know. I haven't finished paying for it yet because I don't know if I'm going at this point. I don't know. And just like you said, Moms for Baby, you're in close quarters. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys heard about that one prison, that riot that started there. It's bad. It was already really bad for prisoners. I can't imagine what's going on with this now. You know, they're already not getting the health care that they need for the everyday things that they probably have to suffer with. And with this coronavirus, wow, my prayers go out to them. You know, they're people too. My prayers go out to them. And back to the cruise ship, Monster Baby, you said you've been about 4 or 5 cruises. I don't think they can clean every inch of those boats the way they need to be cleaned. So again, I don't know. Trump, I don't know if you guys were able to see him address the nation regarding the coronavirus. He's dancing to a different beat now. You know, he was all cocky and was saying this and that about corona and he got, and this is something the Democrats then came up with for political gain and all that stuff. So he wants to give us like not let us pay payroll taxes for about 30 days. He want to give all this millions or even billions of dollars to help combat this virus. But to me, and I'm not wishing this on him, was it just me, or did he seem like he was a little ill yesterday? He's like he had a little wheeze. Somebody told me he was just reading a teleprompter, that he wasn't used to reading a teleprompter. They wouldn't let him just talk all crazy like he usually do, that he had to really sit there and take this thing serious and read a format that was given to him. That's why he seemed kind of off, a little peaky to me. He seemed a little peaky, and he seemed like he had a little wheeze and some respiration thing going on. And I'm not wishing him to be sick, but you got to be careful of what you do, and like you can't proclaim yourself to be bigger than God. You just can't. So I wish him well as well. Again, my last note on here is cook at home right now. Cook at home. You got people sitting at Denny's licking the syrup spout after they pour syrup on their pancakes. Their ass is sitting there licking it. You got people in fast food restaurant, they wearing gloves, but they're touching money, they're touching receipts, they're touching the cash register, they're dropping fries, they pulling out a thing of onion rings with those same gloves, dropping them in the grease. Eat at home, cook at home for now, guys, till this thing get better, and then maybe we'll get so used to cooking at home and get out of this fast lane life and keep it going. And I'm guilty of it too, because I get moving and I don't cook at home a lot, but I really should. I really should. I'm getting ready to read, especially Moms for Baby. She keep me on my game. Read her comments, see what's going on. Let me go back up to them. Let's see, what did I miss? Give me a second, guys. My mouse wants to freeze here. Okay, I read that. Yeah, I'm just reading your comments again. You did say some melanated people have been affected with this disease. Thank you, because I know I had read a report that melanated people, it wasn't easily contracted by, and I hadn't seen anyone with melanated skin who had been diagnosed with corona. Listen to, let's see. Oh, what person's name, Mom for Baby, that you can see on the chat? The MOU Records. Thanks for the shout out. Check it out when you have time. I definitely will. MOU Records. Do I know you, MOU Records? Are you someone I know? Exactly, Dodge. I can't. Yeah, you're right. They can't clean that ship like it needs to be clean. Trump is a sucker. Did you hear that he said today on national TV that he isn't thinking about this coronavirus? Am I still buffering, Moms for Baby? I don't pay too much attention to Trump, so no, I didn't hear him say that. That's a. It looks like I am buffering right now, guys. Okay, I'm back online. What I was saying is that Trump, he just contradicts himself. He was just saying yesterday that he wants to give all this money, flood this money into the economy to help fight this coronavirus. And he wants to give working class people, have us exempt from payroll for about 30 days or so, and all of this. But Monfort Baby said that today he just said that he's not thinking about the coronavirus. So I don't know where Trump stands on anything because he's so wishy-washy and he's back and forth. So no, I didn't hear him say that, but it's not surprising that he did say that, Monster Baby. I said the same thing to my husband today while watching him. I said he must be sick. He seemed like he's a little sick to me. He seemed like he had some things going on. It could have been just a common cold, but he didn't seem his normal self. He was a little peakish and he looked a little lethargic to me. And he had a slight wheeze when he talked. So I don't know. Atari legend, panic is not useful. We will get through this. Respect your fellow man. Yeah, Atari, you're right. We will get through this. I'm not sure what you mean about respect your fellow man. It was disrespectful for someone at a public restaurant to lick a syrup container that someone else is going to sit at that table and use. So not sure what you mean about respect your fellow man. If you want to elaborate on that, that would be great. Monster Baby, I will never eat at another fast food place. Thank you for the ones. Yeah, right. We got to cook our own food. We got to stop. And it's going to affect the economy. The fast food industry is huge. It's big, big, big business. But if we all die off because all this cross contamination, who's going to be here to make sure that business keep booming anyways? So, yeah, I would definitely say leave these fast food restaurants alone, and some of the sit down restaurants too. Some of the sit down restaurants. I mean, they're hiring people that's not taking their food handlers card serious. You have to go to this. Well, back in the day when I was in high school and I used to work at a fast food restaurant, we had to go to this class and get a food handler's permit, and we had to take that serious and know how to handle people's food. So, and they just, I don't know if they still do that, but the way she was fixing that food with those old nasty ass gloves on, I don't know. Atari legend, thank you. Okay, panic is not useful. Okay, that's what she's talking about. Am I still buffering, Mantra Baby, or are we on now? So, my job, and this is just talk. I'm not sure if they're really going to do it. There's talk at my job that the job I do, we could do it from home if they allow us to do it. They would have to come and set up server and make sure that we have the tools we need to do from home. But that's a great possibility. I can tell you, as far as I know, is not in my workplace. It is, the coronavirus is in Dallas County. I'm not sure if it's in the city of Dallas. There have been some scares with the city of Dallas, but I'm not sure if there's any confirmed cases. I know there's definitely confirmed cases in Frisco, in San Antonio, and the surrounding areas of Dallas and in Dallas County. But the city of Dallas itself, I don't know. As far as I know, definitely none at my workplace. So there are some talk in place to keep us safe as much as we can. But if you think about that family in Frisco, you got a mom, a dad, and 2 or 3 kids. Each of those kids go to a school. So those that whole school has been exposed. Of course, the school is shut down now, but everyone at that school, the teachers, the fellow students, the janitorial staff, the food staff, they're all have been exposed by this family. How this family got it, I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't know if they traveled abroad or they know somebody who has traveled abroad. But this whole family is infected in Frisco, Texas right now with the coronavirus. But it's a domino effect because the mom and dad probably go to workplaces and office, and everybody that they have come in contact with have been exposed and didn't know it. So again, it goes back to, have we plateaued this thing? Is it going to start coming down, or is this just the beginning and it still has to shoot way up there before we get a hold of this thing? So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Moms for Baby, I need to hear your voice. I need to hear your voice. You need to call me tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. You might be in treatment tomorrow. So if you're feeling okay, give me a call so we can talk. Yep, guys. It is kind of sad that we had to have this corona outbreak before we started really, 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 really washing our hands all the time. But yeah, that's a start. Wash your hands and everything else on you. But I think it was Ricky Smiley. He did a little funny earlier today about, yeah, y'all washing your hands now. You should have been washing your hands. Now wash your ass, your armpits, your feet, and everything else. So I guess we're just trying to make light out of a seemingly dark situation. I am going to link a couple of things on this video, guys. I really want you to really, 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 really watch KT the Arch Degree, and you can find him all over social media. Just Google his name, KT, K as in Kamani, T as in Thomas, the Arch Degree, the Arch Degree. Arch is ARCH, and then degree, like your college degree. So KT the Arch Degree, he did a wonderful, wonderful video breaking down the coronavirus, how it works, what it's doing to your body, your respiratory system, how you can help fight it, and other things. He also did a follow-up to that video, but that follow-up is on his Patreon. And I believe it's patreon.com/KT the Arch Degree. But you can find him even outside of his Patreon if you just Google his name or YouTube his name. But again, that one video he did, I will link it. But I do encourage you guys to really seek him out. A great resource for just healthy living, excellent vegan chef. I can say other things, but yeah, seek KT the Arch Degree out. I am getting ready to get off of here now. I think I can talk to myself where I'm sleepy now. I had, like I said before, I had came in from dancing, celebrating my birthday month, and I couldn't sleep. And this corona was on me. And this guy licking this syrup spout the other day just pissed me off to the highest level of festivity, because you're not at home, sir, and you just exposed me and everybody else to any kind of nasty germs that you got. I don't want your germs. Even if your germs are good germs, you keep your germs. I have enough of my own, licking the damn spout. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me, all 6 of you. Thank you. Love you, Moms for Baby.